But yeah, when I saw the trend rise and everybody and their mama wanted to do the pilgrimage, I was like, is that, I say blindly, it reminded me of Forrest Gump when he was, I just get this vision of Forrest Gump and he jogging, when he went jogging and everybody in their mama wanted to jog with him because they thought he was like the ultimate guru, and all the time he just been running because he was stressed. You know, some things are more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? But some people have to do it if it helps their sanity. I don't recommend just going out and leaving because you feel like you have a purpose. And I can speak about it because I was stopped to talk about this a long time ago. I was supposed to speak about me being limited due to psychological mental warfare that was playing on. So having purpose is really actually for you. It's for you. Because each of us has a purpose. In our own life, there will be battles, but if you really trust God, the battles can make you go further. And I believe in that. I believe in, you know, like I'm giving you the toe, but you want the whole foot. So I said, here the foot. Now you want the whole leg, and all I got is a piece of my hip. That's it. That's all I got is a piece of my hip. What's wrong? What do you mean? So that way it was heading to, where I was just only gonna have my hip, because it was like I didn't have enough energy for myself. So it's like you get within yourself and you trust the process and you keep going. But having a purpose ain't glamorous. It's not nothing that you're saying, okay, I'm showing people that you can live out in the world where I watch National Geographic, baby. This is a big world. Only thing I didn't know is how beautiful Asheville was before that dang hurricane / whatever the hell that was, because I don't feel like it was a hurricane any damn way. I didn't even feel like it was a hurricane. But that's just my theory on that one. Because there ain't no way. Are we doing some good photoshopping? Asheville been beautiful. I would have been out there in the trees sitting on somebody's porch. I ain't lying. I mad about that. A little irritated about that. Because I would have gone out there. Yes, that was beautiful out there. Out there was beautiful. Before the hurricane / whatever hit it. Also comes with heightened sense of awareness view. No, everybody ain't rocking suits and brand new pair of shoes. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you're looking at me and you look in the image and say, why is she like that? Listen, y'all. All Jesus had was a pair of flip flops and all Jesus had was a pair of flip flops and some in his clothes, right, on his back, right. But wasn't his lineage was rich? You get what I'm saying? Like, isn't King David his lineage? So when we say things or we going by appearances, because I don't tell you straight out. I know what having holes in your shoes look like, so don't come at me with no image. I'm at a point in my life where I'm content with being me. Regardless. You could take that to the bank. I don't have to shoot and for nobody. Okay? For them to prove so for no proof or nothing. You know? They say, well, oh, you ain't no. You ain't know. You don't know. And sometimes you know, having purpose is to be an example for people. That's what you gotta understand too. Sometimes, I can tell you, having my purpose, I did not know. I did not know. I did not know what my purpose was. So I realized everybody came to me a certain way. And there's always been somebody that, you make them day. You make their day without even knowing you do it. Until they open their mouth and say, you know what? I needed this. God will always show your purpose. Especially if you indecisive. Okay, this ain't me. This me. Like, I gotta do it. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of the stuff that just simply you can't explain. And it's just that moment, clarity, when you have it in that position. It come out of nowhere. Like, it just come out of nowhere. And God be right there. Not all things need to be televised. Right? But we live in a digital world where, even like people taking pictures, or people in the bathroom using the bathroom on video. So we kind of lost we lost the moment of where people understand that, you put too much of yourself a certain way on the internet, then you become that person and people are looking at you a certain way. Or no, they just ain't looking at you in a certain way. You're going to be perceived that way. People forgot that. I think they lose all sense in their head. And I can't, you got to know the difference between entertainment and the foolery. You got to know. You got to use discernment. And I always talk about, on this channel, I'll be talking about discernment as well. Because discernment is what it is. You have to use that. And if you feel it here, that's plus right there. If you feel the discernment right there, you're using discernment about certain things, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're on point. But I'm not going to tell you to speak life into you, into yourself. You know what you're saying. Do you like what you're saying? You like the words that come out your dang old mouth. I'm not going to tell you. I can tell you that. Some people need it now. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I need motivation as well. We as spiritual people who really into this stuff and didn't even know where it come from, to be honest, it's deep. You gotta be on point, and you gotta reach out for people. You gotta reach out to people sometimes. So engage with other people and understanding what it means to have that a clarity, one-on-one and talking, so. And the fact that I didn't know, like, come on, like, I walked around as a ball, like, just imagine walking around a ball of light, you minding your business, people come to you. I just see somebody, you think I'm lying? I just saw somebody I ain't see this man in like 20 years, almost 20 years. 20 years. And it's almost like you pick up like when we left off. When we was like in our younger 20s, early 20s. So it's like it's like making sure that you know who you are, because things are going to change, and either we get it or we don't. That's just as simple as it is. But having purpose can be you just being a good wife, mother, you know, um, you know, whatever system that you're under. Because, like I say, we in a different system. Everybody has their own system. But the only thing that we can agree on is the frequency of things. We can agree on with that. We can agree with a certain frequency of knowledge. Majority of us have that, but we all play the part. Just like I can't jump in nobody's guitar and start playing the guitar the way her does it, but the message is being sent. You know what I'm saying? In a way that you can feel, right? And there's no price tag. And it's crazy because I tried everything. I mean, having purpose. If you don't know your purpose or you have not found your purpose yet, man, you'll be all over the place. I know, I know. I always talk about work because some cycles had to end, and when I walked away, that's when 2 years later the whole company just that was that made up for me. Because 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I thought I was gonna be like, I didn't have to think about it at all. But I did, so I feel good about it. But having purpose is nothing to get scared of either. Like, you have to know who you are. Like, it does ring a bell when you know who you are, and you know that God lay on your heart to be the best you could be along the way. But yeah, all these years I've been working in different places, and people will come to me like, just come to me. Like, I could be standing around smoking a cigarette. People used to come to me. But I have to acknowledge this. I was smoking for 15 years. And I kicked the habit, and I thank God for that. I kicked the habit in February, and I'm going 8 months strong. Yes, I'm so proud of that, you know? So I can tell people, I can share with people, I can share with y'all that work in progress is a work in progress, like straight up. Like that can actually happen along the way when you know that it's a purpose. If I told myself the time I spent smoking was the time that I could spend putting together things of my true nature. Because smoking was a habit that was formed when I was at my first job, my first real job, or my first longer job, right? Because I was nervous because I had school. I was going to school for engineering. And, I was going to the community college to start the the credits to get to the 4 year and blase blase, the whole nine. And I was going to school for engineering, and yeah, I was doing everything. I was to help my mom with my little baby sister. She was already a year old, and yeah, I was already like juggling. Like, I was babysitting, and then I, was working, and I was going to college. So it was overwhelming at the time. But at the same time, I made it like it made sense to um, it made sense to look at it in a different way now that I'm older. that even then it didn't last because it wasn't for me, right? But it was good to experience it. So the purpose, having purpose, is even the purpose itself. Like the purpose, when I tried everything, went to school, went to these several jobs, different positions in the different jobs and everything. So that right there was the purpose. Like every job I went through, I was tired, bored, and didn't care for it too much. Go to school, fall asleep, care for it too much. It was just any progress that I made. It was like, okay, maybe, just maybe, you know, there was something else in mind. But I'm here now to tell everybody, like, you 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 will find it. Just take your time and trust the process. You will find a way to say, hey, this is my purpose. And it's a treasure to trust, to go through the process, you know. Healing is the purpose. Letting go is the purpose. Being aware is the purpose. But even in the act, it's the purpose. It's the purpose. Even in the act, it's the purpose. Even in the act, it's the purpose. You can find it. But I'd rather let it come to me. Sometimes it's right there. Is it the purpose of the mailman? Purpose of the bus driver? The purpose of the school bus driver is to make sure that your raggedy behind turn get to school and back safely. Okay? Y'all kids ain't it. Y'all kids ain't raggedy. I just joking. They're beautiful kids, but yeah. It's time to purpose build again. It gets so glamorized and everything. It's time to purpose build. I see the flaw in even our own community. It's time to purpose build again and serious about it. We don't have to wait till another George Floyd or big ass incident to understand that prayer works. We didn't have to have devastation and degradation and people acting their ass and truth coming out to learn that what we know and our ancestors knew a long time ago. Just like with CP time. CP time. Our ancestors knew that time was an illusion. So they came on their own time. Because back then, in slavery time, they was forced to work them time. Alright. This is another laundry load of the week. This is your girl, Ty. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good week. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Peace and love. Peace.